Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time's important to me. And what we're going to do in today's time is we're going to do a review and a look at this Quantum Invade baitcasting reel. It's on price point. It's $40. Most places, some I've seen it up to $60, but $40 to $60. So it's on par with, say, like an Abu Garcia Black Max, that price point. But we're going to get into this reel, check it out, and see what it's all about. Stay with me. I think you're going to like it. Okay guys, let's get into taking a closer look at this Quantum Invade baitcasting reel. First things first, we talked a little bit at the beginning there, the intro, about the price point on it. It's on the Quantum site for $39.99, so $40. The only thing about the Quantum site is their shipping costs on there are high. So if you're going to probably get it cheaper there than a lot of places, but you're going to pay more in shipping. I found this reel on Amazon. It was $59.99. If you got Plus or something like that, Amazon Plus, you're not going to pay those shipping charges, so it's maybe going to equal out the same, because it's about $20-$25 for shipping on Quantum site. So that's kind of the formality of price. Once again, about what the Black Max now, $40 to $50, $55, depending on where you find it at. So let's get in, check out this reel. Okay guys, I'm going to give you the stats on this real quick. This is a 5-bearing reel, 4-to-1, so it's 5 bearings total. And it's also a 6.1 to 1 gear ratio. So with that kind of gear ratio, according to the Quantum site, you're going to get about 26s. You're getting about 26 inches of line per handle turn. So if you're not familiar with gear ratios, what that really means is, that means for every revolution of the handle, so one revolution of the handle, it's taking in 26 inches of line in this case, because it is a 6.1 to 1 gear ratio. The drag system on it, if you're not familiar with a drag system on a baitcasting reel, that's this little star on the side here. There's no audible clicks on this drag system, which is kind of nice, because you can know, depending on what you're doing with, if you want to set it up 1 or 2, take it back 2 or 3, 4 clicks, things like that. But the drag on this is 15 pounds, so 15 pounds of drag force on that. The line capacity, 135 yards of 12-pound monofilament, or let's see, it says 170 yards of braided line. Now, we'll also say the reel is pretty light. It's 8.4 ounces, so pretty lightweight reel, and it is a low profile reel. You can see right there. Let's see if we can get it to focus in real good. Low profile reel on that. It has a nice hand feel to it. I mean, I've got bigger hands, but it's going to be an easy reel to palm and fish all day with. Okay guys, we'll start kind of breaking it down here, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Like I said, we've got all the stats out of the way there. You've got the gear ratio, the drag on it, things like that. First impressions of it, the real feel on it is it's smooth. The only thing I don't like is there's a little bit of back play in the handle. Now watch, what I mean by that is when I'm reeling forward, when I stop this dead in its tracks, I want this reel to stop dead in its tracks. Reason being, if there's a little bit of give, and you can see here, see that little bit of give. It's maybe 1/8 of an inch, maybe less than that. But the thing about it is, a lot of times when you go to set that hook, that little bit of give can keep that hook from either setting all the way like you want it to and really sinking home, or you might miss that hook set altogether with a little bit of give in it like that. It's not always going to be a factor, but it's one of those things. I realize with the reel at this price point, you're not going to get that true anti-reverse feature on it, but that's the only knock that I've really seen on this reel so far, and I've really taken my time looking it over too. Okay guys, one of the other features I want to show you on this reel is there's a small little lever down here, and you kind of got to work at it with your thumbnail, or maybe I actually used the end of a pencil that wasn't sharpened yet, kind of the blood end, so it wouldn't scratch anything up. But anyway, to press this little, you can see it right there, this little bar right here, which will release, once you press it like I have, it'll release the whole side plate. So the side plate here will kick up, and this kind of came all out as one, but it's going to come out with the spool shaft, the whole 9 yards. So there's a side plate, all the magnets in there. Here's our spool. Get a good look at that. And there's a nice shot of the inside of the reel there. Really easy to do some basic disassembly on this reel, and the reason being, it makes it super easy to do your oiling and your maintenance on this. I've got another video, I'll leave a link down in the description, where I showed the oiling on a baitcaster reel, but two of the spots you really want to hit are the end of the spool shaft and the spool shaft itself, and this is super easy to get to on the Quantum Invade. So for the reassembly on this, we're just going to slip the spool shaft right back down in there. We're going to take the side plate, get it lined up here, snap it right back, and it is together just like that, super easy. So very nice and easy disassembly on this reel. Really like that. Thumbs up for that. So here, right here on the reel, you have your tension knob. There's no audible clicks on this, but I really didn't expect there to be on a reel at this price point, but that's okay. Most reels don't have audible clicks on the tension knob either. And then the clutch on this, or the thumb bar, on this one, it is very, engages nice and solid. It's very smooth. And then on this side here, get it to focus in for you here, is the magnetic cast control, and it's set from, basically, you can set it from 0 to 12. And that's once you've adjusted the tension knob here, you can do the fine tuning and adjust the magnetic cast control on that side. And then underneath here, you can see it looks like it's got a nice solid worm gear assembly right above the, or below the level line. So really like what I'm seeing here on this. Like I say, it's very smooth. But you know what? The only way to really test it out is to put some line on this bad boy, and we're going to run it out to the lake and do some casting with it and see what we think. Okay guys, here we are at the lake. We're going to get down to nuts and bolts here, do some casting with this Quantum Invade. This is my first time ever using this reel, so I'm kind of excited to see what it can do. I did take a little time before I started here and just kind of tweak it to this jig and trailer I have on there as far as the tension knob and the magnetic cast control goes. But we're going to give it some casts here out over the water, which I've not done yet, and see what we think. Wow. I'm telling you right now, that's that is way out there. That's probably well over 130 feet is what I'm guessing. You can see no backlash, anything like that on it. Very, very smooth on the cast, and really, really out there. Initial cast, I'm impressed with it. All right, guys, so we're going to try another two-handed cast here and just see what we think. That wasn't an overhand cast, that was a sidearm. Awesome, awesome distance on that. All right, guys, we'll try an overhand cast on it again. Just great distance. I'll tell you what, I'm blown away with the casting distance on this for a $40 reel. All right, guys, I'll try a little underhanded, one-handed roll cast. And you know, all I've got on here, I don't know if I said before or not, is a 3/8 ounce jig and a trailer. Nothing crazy. I like something that's kind of moderately weighted, not too light, not too heavy. I think 3/8 is a good medium right there to see what you can get out of a reel for like average casting distance. Underhanded roll cast, I mean, that's 120 feet plus, easily. That was a two-handed. We'll try a one-handed here. All right, guys, we'll try a little one-handed roll cast. That's out there at 100 feet easy. And guys, if you were wondering what I paired this Quantum Invade reel up with today, I decided to pair it up with a Lew's laser speed stick. It's 6 foot 10 inch medium heavy action. So it's a budget rod with this budget reel, and I'll tell you what, I am super impressed with this reel. Now with that being said, I have not had it out and fished with it yet. So what I'll do for you guys is I'll check back in here. I'll fish all the rest of this summer and all the way through the fall and into the first part of the winter until it just basically ices over. And I will come back and let you guys know how this reel performs, because kind of static here without me hooking into any fish and just repeatedly casting day after day after day with it, we're not going to get a true sense of what this reel is capable of, and if it holds up, which is what we all want. But at this price point for $40, man, I'm saying this is a winner. I mean, I knew it'd probably be comparable to the Black Max and some of the lower end Lew's reels too, but honestly it surpasses those. The performance, just messing around with it, spooling it up, and then I had her doing a little bit of casting. I'm really, like I said, I'm really impressed with it. But actual fishing conditions will be the tail of the tape, and I promise you guys, I will come back and let you guys know how that went. Guys, I hope you got something out of the video today. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button down below too if you do subscribe. That way you can get notified each time I upload new videos to YouTube. Also, don't forget to hit the like button down there. That really helps me out as well. Leave a comment if you like. And I really, really do appreciate you guys joining me. And remember, until that next video hits, get out there and fish.